All right, we are back. Dynasty Trades in 5. I'm Clay.
I'm Shane.
I am Scott, and I want to be happy, so I'm going to go and worry about what I can control.
I thought you were going to say you were going to take the liberty of going first tonight. Yeah, so we're doing Malik Willis tonight. We did Breece Hall, as you hopefully watched. If not, check that one out after this one. But let's just get right into it. So Malik Willis, should we count on him being good this year or good any year? Should we just draft him for his ridiculous upside, or where's your head at?
Well, that quote, I want to be happy, so I'm going to go and worry about what I can control. That was Malik Willis's quote when he decided to go to Liberty over anywhere else. I think that was the biggest question with him is he was at Auburn. He was actually behind Jarrett Stidham. I remember when I drafted Malik Willis in a Devy league in 2018. He's all traits. He's all projection. There's really nothing else that lines up positively for him above even some of the rookies last year. So then it's just going to come down to, his draft capital profile plus his landing spot. I think this year I'm willing to take a shot on him equivalent to where those guys went last year, but it would be fair to say a lot of people are probably scared off of him and other quarterbacks in this class because of what happened with the guys last year. And then you put him side by side and you're like, it's really hard to say like he's any better than Trey Lance. He's not 2 years older than Trey Lance. He's probably not going to get the draft capital of Trey Lance, and he's probably not going to go to a situation that we like as much as Trey Lance. So you just line those up and you go, well, he's got to be lower than those three, the rookies from last year, Lawrence, Lance, Fields. For him to be seen as the highest upside quarterback prospect in the class, but yet there's so much risk with him even making it, it's really hard to evaluate him until you know where he's going to land, because I don't think I've heard one person say he should start right away. Yep. Like you put him in the wrong situation right away and it just flatlines and he has no opportunity. He has no chance. He's just gonna spiral out of control. And that's not what you want to see. Ultimately I've talked a lot about efficiency, and it's like if he's ever going to develop that, it's probably not going to be because he's thrown in week 2 and asked to play. It's going to probably look a lot. Shane saw a lot of Jalen Hurts early on, probably going to look like that, but worse, because at least Jalen Hurts has, 40 starts at high-level college programs with success. It's really hard to put him in a bucket because, like, you see the upside. Like, if stuff of this stuff gets corrected, then imagine Jalen Hurts with elite draft capital, getting a true opportunity because if Malik Willis goes in the top 10, he's going to be seen as, okay, we're planning on him being the future. It's not going to be like this Jalen Hurts situation where he kind of like lucked into the job or got it by default because Wentz lost the job. And then, he gets like a 2-year probationary period, but it really is not like the Eagles have ever said, okay, we're building around him for 5 years and there's no worry about his job security. Like he's year to year. So hopefully Willis can escape having, that cloud over his head right away. But it's just interesting because he's seen as clearly the QB1, yet you're kind of sitting here going like, I'm not sure especially right now, I'm not sure really what to think about him until I see all these other pieces to the puzzle because he doesn't have the profile to support it.
We're looking at his adjusted passing yards in college. Not good. His completion percentage, not good. Any metric you go by, except for rushing yards per game. That was really good. I've heard him comp to Jalen Hurts. I've heard him comp to Michael Vick, which is probably more apt comp because his arm is an absolute howitzer. It's just he's not exactly sure where it's always going to go. Can that be taught? I don't know, but I'm willing to risk it, over Kenny Walker, who is probably other folks' 102. If Malik Willis is sitting on the board at 102, I'm grabbing Malik. I'm going with the upside at that quarterback position. We've seen bad quarterback play. Scott just pointed out Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts might have been one of the worst quarterbacks as a pure quarterback that I've ever seen in my life last year. He made Tim Tebow look good. But you know where he's really good? Running. Yes. There's a reason he was a top 12 quarterback every week, except for the weeks, that he was injured. And then right after he came back off that sprained ankle. Willis is going to be a better runner than Hurts, and his arm strength, it's a joke comparing Hurts' arm strength to him. Now, he's going to do a lot of bad stuff too. I don't think he's a year 1 starter. That's my biggest concern, is that he ends up in Carolina or, well, just Carolina, really, where it's a guy that needs to save his job. So he's going to be like, all right, I'm just putting this kid out here. If he lands in, where do you call that place? New Orleans, I don't think he's going to start immediately. If he lands in Seattle, I don't think he starts immediately. If he ends up in Pittsburgh, I don't think he starts immediately. Pittsburgh's kind of like the dream spot. Like, I know it's 20th in the draft or whatever, but it's such a stable franchise. Yeah, so 102, I'm shooting upside, right? That's what you should be doing in these rookie drafts, man. I'm not playing safe. All right, I don't play safe anywhere, but I'm definitely not doing it in the rookie draft. I'm looking at a running back in Kenneth Walker, who I think upside is, RB10? Everything goes right. I mean, he gets a lot of touchdowns, and they dump off 40 passes to him. Malik Willis's upside is Lamar Jackson. So I'm going to go with that.
If Malik Willis goes to Pittsburgh, who are you taking if you were in a startup? Rank these guys: Fields, Trevor Lawrence, Trey Lance, Malik Willis.
I'd probably go Lance and Lawrence, like 1 and 2, in whatever order. I think I'd go Willis over Fields. I think it'd be those two. Flip a coin, whether you like Lance or Lawrence. I think you probably get a little more security with Lawrence, but higher upside with Lance, and then it's Willis and Fields if that's the situation.
A Superflex, are you going to, like Shane said, just go for the upside and take Malik Willis right now? If you're on the clock right now, are you going to take him at 102?
Ooh. Probably not. Especially if I have other picks that are at least in the range, because I've done a couple drafts and I've seen, the QB3 or QB4 falling to the end of the first round. So unless every quarterback is gone, I mean, we're going to draft right now and Desmond Ridder is still on the board. It's at 205.
Wow.
So if that's the case, then there's no reason to take Willis that high. You know what I mean? I could get him at maybe the 202, and I'm not saying I can get him at the 202, but I think I have a shot at the 202 to trade back into the first and go pick at the 112 and maybe get a guy like Ridder. So I'm just going to take Kenneth Walker. It's the scarce asset.
All right. If you made it this far, thank you for watching, and check out the Breece Hall video if you haven't seen it already. If you enjoyed this show, check out our channel. We have a bunch of others on there. We have a playlist where you can check out strategy shows, all the different positional players. Hit that subscribe if we earned your business, and we will see you soon.